I agree with The Undertaker about what he said. A lot of people have a problem with it, but I see exactly where The Undertaker's coming from. As someone who's been a long time individual within the WWF, WCW, and WWE eras, I can say for sure that there's been some tremendous changes, and that with these changes have come a lot of what The Undertaker was talking about how it's become so soft. Likewise with the wrestlers. Back in the day, we had people like Triple H, where he'll have a severe torn quad, but he still finishes out the match. We have people that, were beating the hell out of each other more or less, like Triple H versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. We went from Triple H and Shawn Michaels having non-sanctioned matches, where at the end of the match, a sledgehammer to the back twice happened, to what we nowadays see, which happy unicorns and rainbows bullshit, and New Day, that kind of shit. We went from badasses, tough guys, tough people in general, and now we're this happy rainbow bullshit. And likewise with the wrestlers, you have all these like pretty face people, and rarely do you get Triple H's, Undertakers, Kane, people like that, Benoit's, you name it. People who are a mix, even, where you can have your happy sunshine and your badassery, such as like people like Kurt Angle. He was able to pull that off pretty well too. Hell, let's not forget people like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Stone Cold Steve Austin. They could be funny as shit, charismatic, personality, but when it got time to being a badass, they could be a badass. And they were all good on the mic too. So I can definitely see where The Undertaker's coming from when it comes to that, because, rarely see anything of what you used to see when it comes to being a hardened, tough individual, a strong individual who is stoic and so on and so forth. But now it's just all this happy rainbows, sunshine, and unicorns type Powerpuff bullshit. And quite frankly, I used to watch modern day WWF all the way up until 2015, and that was pushing it. That was pushing it for me. But nowadays, it's out of my life. I don't even watch it. And the couple times I tried to watch it, it's been basically unbearable, intolerable. There's only one person that in the female division that I can really see going anywhere, and that would be Sexy Lexi, as I like to call her, aka Alexa Bliss. She's got something going for her. Braun Strowman's got a thing going for him, and I'm sure there's a few others. I just haven't been watching it, so I don't really know all the current day people. But there was a few people other that I was thinking that had a pretty good thing going for them. But yeah, so like I was saying, the couple times that I have watched it, it's been like, what in the fuck am I watching, and why does that guy have no shoes on when he's wrestling and doing backflips and happy smiley type of crap? It's just like, what in the blue bloody hell is going on here? So yeah, I 100% get it, where The Undertaker's coming from. So, unfortunately, I no longer have that in my life anymore, even though I had it all the way through my childhood and through my teens and into a decent amount of years into my adulthood even. But now it's no longer a thing for me because it's become too kid-like and cartoony even. It really is unfortunate and almost, I want to say, almost heartbreaking because of how long it has been in my life, and how I used to make sure that on Monday at 9 o'clock, well, nowadays 8 o'clock, I was absolutely there in front of that TV watching Raw. Likewise with SmackDown, whether it was on Tuesdays, Fridays, Thursdays, because they move it so damn much. But either way, I was there, and I was waiting and ready to watch it. But now, I don't even, it goes right over my head. It's so sad. But anyway, main point though, current day wrestling is soft, and likewise with the wrestlers, because now if they get injured, they're just like, well, fuck that, depending on the injury, of course. But I just don't see them doing what Triple H and all the other old old timers used to do, unfortunately. So it's not as entertaining, it's not as badass, like it's not anything worth watching anymore, and part of it really does have to do with the lack of stoic, whole being soft and PG as people like to call it. Too cartoony, it makes me cringe often. Anyway, that's my take on this whole Undertaker making a comment about WWE being soft and what their wrestlers is. So until next time.